You already know from part 1 of this story that my wife custom orders a 2018 Mustang Ecoboost. In part 2, I'll walk you through the buying process, the wait for delivery, and my wife's ownership experience. In mid-December 2017, we tell our local Ford dealership that we want to custom order a Mustang Ecoboost, since finding one with a manual transmission and the other options my wife wanted was nearly impossible. But we are told that Ford just started their end-of-year shutdown and to come back after the new year to start the order since nothing would happen until then anyway. So we wait until the new year starts, and on January 5th, 2018, we are sitting with a sales rep to custom order her Mustang. We showed the $750 voucher we got from the auto show, but we are told they can't do anything with it until we take delivery and to hold on to it until then. So with a $1,000 down payment, the order is placed. We are told to expect 8 to 10 weeks for delivery. The voucher is valid until the end of March, so no problem, right? We'll have the car before then. We leave the dealership and the wait begins. Around the end of January, we call our salesman to ask if everything is on schedule. He tells us the dealership Ford rep who sends the order to the factory is on vacation, and the order hasn't been sent yet. So we are almost 1 month in, and nothing has happened yet. So we continue to wait, and while we do, we start looking at other cars in case my wife wants to cancel the Mustang and get something else. We were both really impressed with this 2018 GTI. She also liked the Volvo XC40, but it wouldn't be available until late 2018. But no matter what my wife looked at, she was still willing to wait to see what the Mustang would look like when it was built. In the weeks that followed, we would be told the car could be delayed even longer due to parts shortages involving the digital gauge cluster and manual transmission. It wasn't until mid-April that the car was assigned a VIN and we were told the car could enter production at any time. Finally, in May, we get the call that the car was on a truck and could be delivered within a few days. And on May 18th, the car was at the dealership and we were very happy to see how good the car looked. These pictures of the car were taken before it had the PDI done. You can see that the car looks great. It was worth the wait, but at 5 months, it took much longer than expected. When we sat down to buy the car, Ford would not honor our voucher since it was only good till the end of March. Even though we had no control over how long Ford takes to build a car, they would not honor it. The dealership gave us more money on the trade of my wife's Honda Civic to make up the difference, but we were disappointed with Ford for not honoring their own voucher. So how much did we pay for the car? Sticker price was $34,790. On the buyer's order, the price starts at $33,462. After trade-in value and taxes, the price is $29,514.40. Subtract a $2,000 Ford rebate and our $1,000 deposit, the amount owed at signing is $26,514.40. And the smile it put on my wife's face made it worth every penny. Unfortunately, due to a bad spontaneous rainstorm right after this picture was taken, I drove the car home from the dealership and my wife followed in my Mazda CX-5. The new Mustang takes its rightful place in the garage where it looked right at home next to mine. Over the next several weeks, my wife would take my CX-5 to work and practiced driving her new Mustang when she got home. As you might know from part 1 of this story, it didn't always go well. She was having problems with taking off in first gear from a stop and the ability to control the car at low speeds without stalling. Here's some driving footage to demonstrate what I'm talking about. After going home frustrated about stalling the car too many times, I had her sit in the car and show me her foot placement on the pedals. Due to the original footage being accidentally deleted, we recreated her seating and foot position in my Mustang. Here you can see that even with the seat almost all the way forward, she still needs to completely stretch her leg to push the clutch all the way in.
It's not comfortable. I can push in the clutch and it's comfortable there, but when I go to release it, this is not comfortable for me. The way my calf is and the way my foot is, I really feel like I should be sitting back here, Freddie. See where my knee is down? But I can't. I'd be really stretching my body to pull the clutch all the way in. And look where my knee is. You see where the steering column is? I could drive it, but it's not comfortable.
After seeing this, we bought a clutch pedal extender, which seemed to help some, and she finally started driving the car to work. Unfortunately, although she could safely drive the car, her foot position was making her calf hurt. About 2 months go by, and my wife tells me she hasn't been enjoying the drive to work. I didn't think much of it since we used one of my cars for everything else, and maybe she would feel different in time. But one day she walked in the house in tears, and when I asked what was wrong, she flat out said, "I don't want to drive it anymore." I told her to take the Mazda CX-5 to work a few days a week to give her leg a break, but she didn't want to. You can imagine my disappointment when I heard this. The car was just 4 months old, and my wife wanted to sell it. I knew we were going to lose a ton of money, and still today, it's not an easy topic for us to talk about. It was an excellent car in every way. It was comfortable, quick, good on gas, and it looked great. It pained us both to start shopping it around to see what we could get for it. And as expected, it wasn't anywhere near what we paid. One Ford dealership offered $22,500. CarMax offered even less at only $22,000. Based on these offers, we knew we were going to lose about $10,000 on the car. We knew we would have to work a trade and get the small sales tax savings on a new car to lose as little as possible. It was time to revisit some cars my wife already looked at. Now that she was able to drive a manual transmission confidently, she could make sure she would be 100% comfortable driving the car before buying. At this point, it's no secret that we traded my wife's custom-ordered Mustang for something else. Interestingly though, in the search for my wife's next car, 2 more car stories were born. The 2018 GTI story and the 2019 WRX STI story. I hope you all enjoyed part 2 of the Ecoboost story and will come back to watch future car story videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.